In 2003, a 19-year-old Stanford dropout named Elizabeth Holmes founded a company that promised to revolutionize medicine. Her startup, Theranos, claimed to have invented a device that could run hundreds of blood tests from a single finger prick. It was sleek, it was simple, it was fake, but for over a decade, no one saw the truth. She raised over $700 million from investors. She graced the covers of Forbes, Fortune, and Time. She spoke at conferences, sat beside political giants, and was once dubbed the world's youngest self-made female billionaire. Behind closed doors, the machines didn't work. The data was doctored, patients were misdiagnosed, and employees who questioned anything were silenced or destroyed. In 2015, a Wall Street journal exposed cracked the illusion. By 2022, Holmes was convicted of fraud and conspiracy. She now faces over 11 years in prison. But the deeper story isn't about how it ended. It's about how it ever began, and what it reveals about our obsession with brilliance, even when it's built on lies. This isn't just one woman's ambition. It's a case study in mass psychological seduction. Holmes didn't just sell a product. She sold herself. The black turtlenecks, the deep voice, the calculated stares. She modeled herself after Steve Jobs, not coincidentally, the world's most worshipped tech god. But unlike Jobs, she didn't invent. She performed. And the world applauded. Investors didn't ask questions. Journalists repeated press releases. Politicians posed for photos. Why? Because we don't want leaders who are honest. We want leaders who make us feel something, even if it's fake. Holmes didn't manipulate the system. She mirrored it. She said all the right words. Innovation, disruption, and healthcare for all. She played the underdog, the genius girl who beat the odds. And the world, hungry for a female tech icon, handed her the spotlight. We didn't fall for her because she lied. We fell because the lie was beautiful. We believed her because we wanted it to be true. Fraud, after all, only works when the audience is willing. Holmes didn't flinch when confronted. She blamed her ex. She claimed to be misunderstood. She looked straight into the camera and spoke as if nothing had happened. Her brand wasn't medicine. It was delusion. And the scariest part? It worked. For years. Because in the age of image, the performance is the truth. And if you say something enough times, with enough conviction, people stop checking the facts. Confidence becomes evidence, until someone dies. Theranos didn't just cost money. It cost lives. People were told they were healthy when they weren't. Others were warned of diseases they didn't have. And still, the narrative around Holmes remained soft. Some said she meant well. Others said she just flew too close to the sun. But that's not what this was. This wasn't a tragedy. It was a masterclass in manipulation. Because when someone wears a clean face and speaks in vision, we forgive anything. Especially when they lie the way we want to believe. So what's the lesson? That narcissists are dangerous? Sure. That delusion can look like genius? Of course. But more than anything, that we collectively love a good illusion. We worship ambition without results. We forgive charisma without integrity. And we silence whistleblowers while praising the frauds in designer suits. Holmes didn't just trick people. She reflected us. Our values, our fantasies, our hunger for heroes. Elizabeth Holmes will be remembered, not for her invention, but for her illusion. An empire built on words, a stage play funded by billions, and a culture that applauded it all. Not because she was evil, but because she was exactly what we were looking for. In the end, it wasn't the lies that made her powerful. It was how badly we wanted them to be true. And that's a wrap, my dear friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, stay awesome.